What's up, y'all? In this video, we're going to be reacting to If Not Now, When. It's a short film by Brandon. I think his name Brandon or Brandon. It's a very deep short movie to me. I feel like it. But yeah, let's get into it.
Is there something I'm supposed to say?
Well, is there something you'd like to say?
I don't want to be here.
No one does. Most just realize they need to be here.
I'm always scared to go to therapy. I always felt like I would be like this guy.
No.
They be reading you so well.
But I don't like people reading me back. I like reading people.
The root of our problems can sometimes be linked to the pain we associate with a person.
I really don't want to be here.
You avoid talking about anything. And when you do open up, it always leads back to her. This is your 7th session. And all we've done so far is a few moments of honesty and some long stares.
Then maybe you're not as good at your job as you think you are.
Oh, shit.
No. Talking
Like
about a
someone like
potential someone who potentially may have affected the way that I see the world doesn't help me right now.
So what do you think will help you?
Let's talk about what should have been or could have been. I want to talk about something.
Ambrosia.
Why is Navage trusted by millions?
An ad.
Navage, I was not living my
You
best.
got hit with that? Me either.
Baron,
Yes, sorry.
did you send through those briefs I asked for? They needed this afternoon.
Did you check your email?
I don't pay you for your cheek.
This is an
Yo,
updated
what?
timesheet.
No, this is an opportunity. And what are you doing? Squandering it.
She gonna go
What you want me
from
to say here?
I don't pay you for this to
Squandering. Say
the
it
squandering.
with me now. Squandering. Squander. Squander. Squander.
Why are you talking to him like that? He's literally an intern. I'll just go intern
Is
somewhere else.
exactly what's wrong with your generation. You just take and give nothing in return. You have desires and wants with absolutely no backbone or work ethic to achieve them. And then you look at people like me, like I'm the problem. Do you know the
You are the
countless
problem.
hours of work that I put in getting to this point?
The whole point is he
Do you
didn't
know
even
how
check his
much
email.
I sacrificed?
What's wrong? I'm just an intern. I can't be the actual bane of your existence, so what is it?
Joseph, you seen it before,
What
too.
are you?
You're
How?
not-
James, man. You just-
Why am I always getting hit with a pre-watch? What's old John today? I'm literally not even
The more
watching
you
this stuff.
subject-
I'm
He-
just literally
Whatever.
He's not even the one that picked it out.
You know, you
Oh, God.
yourself to
That's-
constantly be dismissed in the hopes that one day it would pay off. Took whatever, for however many years. Now you're what? 38 years old in the same dead end position with no promotion. And
Nah, this man going
no
crazy
assets.
though.
I ain't lying. She gonna crash
No
out. Huh?
antiquated sense of
Crazy
self
like
worth.
he was
You just
already
live it
crashing
down,
out.
will
He
it?
reversed.
See, the thing is, if you
Exactly.
were a little
He's
kind
reverse. He's like,
you'd probably be further.
Yeah,
along
because
in
you
life.
crashing out
Instead,
on a free
you fester this
intern.
resentment
Like, bro,
like a
like,
disease
how
and
is
use it as
I'm your
fuel to
being
live on
assistant?
with
I'm
your
working
day
for
on
free.
with
You don't get on my
bitter
face.
hands to a dream that you
Oh,
flogged to death
brothers.
for the sake of someone else's approval. One day, when that fuel runs out, and God knows that it will, you're entitled, pompous, self-serving, micromanaging. No milk, no sugars. Could have bought a house 2 decades ago, but didn't. Ignorant self will
goodness.
come to realize that every
dang.
single
Okay, now
one
he
of your
now
problems
he's
are of
coming
your
at her
own
like
doing.
too far.
Nigga got the veins popping in his
We
neck.
aren't responsible for what happens to us, but we are responsible for what we become. And
Yo,
what
that kind of just
has
ate her
become
up, bro.
of you.
This might be like her 13th reason, low key.
Baron,
None of that even happened.
No,
None of that even happened.
but I'm sure it was worth it, though. You look like you're doing pretty well. Anyways, I've forwarded the email to the top of your inbox, cleared your schedule for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, I also believe it's my time to clock out for the day, so...
So in all reality, he already did everything she wanted him to do.
Yeah,
She was just
he was
looking
just
for a
crashing out.
reason. Just looking
He was
for a
just crashing
reason.
out.
I ain't
Bro,
getting it.
I haven't seen one ad yet. I think Quiz brought ads to to himself, bro. He pissed off the ads. Now they're
He
just like,
pissed
you
off
know
my
what? Give
dude.
this nigga all the ads. Give him everything.
So that's how you met her.
Well, we didn't exactly meet, but it's technically where it all started.
Do you think things would have developed a little differently had you said something then?
You know, I think about that
Maybe.
every day, and I almost always come to the same conclusion.
Which is?
Ron.
He's a avoidantly
Yo.
attached person.
You saying,
I
man,
can
you
tell.
Yeah,
That's how he
I found my
talks.
wife here.
Where he opens up, but then he
When
regrets
is
that
your
he even
wife
opened
gonna
up that
find
inch.
you? I'm sick.
What, you
I'm
think
not
I
even
came here
gonna
for
say
that?
nothing.
I love you, but not that much.
So we're in the middle of a show, and you're out here confessing your love for me. Yeah. Back to your regularly scheduled program, people, and yeah, pause.
Nice one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink.
Bro, this is exactly how I am at parties sometimes. When my friend's not there, I just be hella awkward. I don't know what to do with myself. But I feel like he's going after the girl in the red shirt with the red jacket. I feel like
That's the same girl that walked past him when he got off work.
So you're actually gonna say something this time?
I didn't think as long
oh,
as
I knew you were going for her. I sensed it. Cause I would have went right there for the one in the middle.
I was wondering if I'd ever see you again. Sorry, have I lost your attention?
No, I'm just looking around for the cameras because you're talking crazy right now.
Why are you trying to act
He's
like
laughing at his corny jokes. She's interested.
You know, I had a script in my head and you're not following it. So,
Okay. How is it supposed to go?
well, I come up to you, I give some obscure compliment, you laugh, I laugh.
And
Then I ask for your Instagram because the number feels a little bit too demanding. Then I go home.
Look how she looking, Quest. That's what I was talking about. When they try to make eye contact, like pure eye contact, eye to eye, that's when you know they're messing with you.
I think I prefer to give you my number, yeah?
That is true.
Yeah, that works.
She feeling him.
Plus, if you're looking at this, if your girl looking anywhere else without trying to force eye contact with you, she's not really feeling you, bro.
Why ain't giving your number?
Because
Look,
I
watch.
didn't want to.
Look,
That's a
see,
choice.
look how she looking at him.
So what you think?
Look at his forehead.
Bro, I just met her.
Look, see, she looking away.
Talking to you.
She closing herself
You kind of
off.
stepped. Hip. Nothing.
Don't worry about
I
it. For me.
did nothing.
I don't need
What
no
did you
ad.
want to do?
I
He crashed out.
Would you consider yourself a
Respectfully.
violent person, Veron?
No.
would you?
Okay. Now that
What
made me
I'm
think he is a violent person.
Someone hits you, you wouldn't hit them back?
So
I don't like how he responded to that.
Only until they're blind.
So he struck you.
You keep using the word strike.
She stopped you.
And how did you come to that conclusion?
You wanted to retaliate, but she disarmed you.
Disarmed is a word. I don't think standing up for yourself makes you inherently violent, though.
And
What's
what
the
happened
context of
after
how
that?
you were saying that?
Well, the next day we met up.
Alright, a little date. Just chilling, talking.
Everything.
Take note, fellas. If she really likes you, she will be around you all the time. She will make time. He's mad at him. Oh.
Just really come
Guess
to
this
this.
past
It's not
time
that
where they're
serious.
dating.
It's just I just
Yeah,
really think
I
moving
think
in
they're
together was
dating
too
at
quick
this
of a
point.
decision.
Look, I get it.
What?
You are the one who suggested it, though.
Well, that's before I knew it was going to be like this.
So, you make a
The way
decision
he's
without really
acting
thinking it
though,
through.
like it's
This,
like he's
yeah,
gaslighting. This man is gas.
yeah. He's
No,
an avoidant attached
I just
person, and
assumed
she's
it
an
was going to be
anxiously
Exactly.
attached person,
thing.
and she's an anxiously attached person. I literally was just talking about this earlier, because this is literally the dynamic
I know,
of an
right?
anxiously attached person with an avoidant attached person, where they're very closed off. Where avoidant
Did
attached
you see
person
this
was
video?
But
when
none
an
of this
anxiously
has
attached
been
person feel like
easy.
you're pushing away, they try to get closer. But with
You care to
avoidant attached
explain?
person, the more you get closer, the more they want to push away.
Okay. Everything with you requires absolute clarity.
Yeah, see.
Otherwise, you hesitate, withdraw, or punish me for not being clear enough.
I don't think wanting your partner to be more intentional with their words is a bad thing.
You know I don't mean everything
See?
you
And
say.
you don't say everything that you mean, so how else am I supposed to communicate with you?
By listening to
I
me.
do listen to you, but it's like you don't
Yes.
want me to hear you. You want me looking at the
You
intentions
don't
behind the
want to
things you say or
listen.
do because you think you're incapable of doing anything wrong.
You're always looking for a fault. Anytime I do anything remotely ambiguous, your mind goes to the worst case reason, and honestly, it's tiring.
It is.
Having to walk on eggshells anytime we have any kind of disagreement. Even when buying this lamp, we had an issue.
You wanted a black lampshade as a bedside light. Who the hell wants a black lampshade as a bedside light?
He did. Exactly.
Sometimes people just want to do things because they like them. Sometimes
Exactly.
people do things with no reason, just because they can.
I kind of don't like this.
You
I'm
have
feeling
this
seen right
this
now.
look on the world, this
Just
thing
exposing
that you just
everything.
brand a self-righteous way of living because you're afraid
Nah,
to
for
open
real. This
up.
kind of makes me want to
I've
cry
been
because
trying
this
to
is
get you
actually
to
how
open
I
up
am.
since we started this thing.
Open up.
You can't
Ask me
force an
something.
avoidantly attached
Anything, I'll
person.
tell you. Ask me anything.
You know, he's gonna be a dickhead about
Just
it.
so I can learn something about you.
Exactly. Yeah, this is basically a pure example of like avoidantly attached person and I know I was already saying that, but basically it's like that argument right there. I felt that argument, bro. Cause for every inch that I asked for or try to get what I work for, you make that bitch a mile. For every inch you give me, you make me run a fucking mile for that shit. For every one drop of truth of who you really are as a person, you're gonna make me hurt for it. Everything that you give, you always gonna make 10 times worse on my part. And it's not even like, and they know what they're doing too. That's why I don't like avoidant type people, because it's different from an anxiously a person. Because an anxiously attached person, they just feel like all I want to do is get to know you. All I want to do is be around you. Your time and my time, I feel like we can just like, if you need space, communicate it. Just say, hey, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed right now. Maybe we should like, slow down. Maybe like I'm just gonna chill downstairs for a little bit, like a couple hours, and you can
All
chill
right.
in the room, or vice versa. But like when you just start like, but avoiding people, they know what they're doing. That's why they always try to start an argument, because they trying to justify the reason why they want space. Because they know in their head what they're doing is messed up, and they know that it's hurting the other
Exactly.
person. But
Exactly.
they don't want to be the wrong person, so they'll start a whole argument on the smallest, slightest stuff, and they know that it hurts you, and then like they don't care at the end of the day, so they
And
will
they'll
still
just
do
blame,
it, and then
and they gonna blame you for
they'll
it.
they're gonna blame you, and they're gonna gaslight you to make it like you're the problem, why you're the reason why I
Exactly.
need space, even though they know why they need space. Where they can just communicate to that person, say, hey, I just need like 5 minutes to myself, just chilling, just doing nothing. And like if you just explain that to an anxiously attached person or just a regular person in general, they'll be like, okay. But no, because you're an anxiously attached person, just even open it up just like that, just to communicate, just to say that, like 5 words, like, hey, I just need space for like 5 seconds. You feel like
My
you have
crush
to
is
legitimately
dead!
hurt me.
Dead! My
Wait, hold on,
closest
let me pull
and
this
oldest
back.
friend was sick and she never told me. Is that what you want to hear? Do you feel close to me now?
Wait, why is it not going back?
Because they like them. Sometimes
Yeah.
people do things with no reason, just because they can.
Spontaneous. You
You
sound
have
like a Leo.
this look on the world, this thing that you just brand a self-righteous way of living because you're afraid to open up. I have been trying to get you to open up since we started this thing.
Open up. All right, ask me something. Anything, I'll tell you. Ask me anything.
I'm not about to hold you hostage just so I can learn something about
Literally.
you. Who's Ambrosia?
See,
What did you say? How do you know that name? How do you know that name? How? Where did Ambrosia's dead! Dead!
How is she supposed to know that if you don't open up?
exactly.
Sick, and she never told me. So what you want to hear?
That's all he had to say.
You see, this is literally what I was just talking about. You take an inch, you make that shit a mile for no reason.
And it took her wanting to leave, actually doing the opposite of trying to
and she never told me that she was
be
sick.
attached to him. It took her trying to leave for him to open up. Like, come on.
And he wasn't, and he's not opening up. He just being a about it.
I got a call from her
He was.
cousin.
That's why she was not even like when he was like, "All right, ask me something," because she knew that he was gonna be a dickhead about it.
Everyone but me knew that my best friend was sick for months. So the following week, I get to the funeral. I walk straight through the doors. I walk straight to the casket, and I look at her face, and she looks exactly the same. As kind as she always did. She didn't look ravaged by any disease or illness, and I never saw it. If anyone should have, it should have been me. The worst part about
The reason why you couldn't see it is because you're a avoidant type person.
I didn't even get to say goodbye.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
So you need to take your
and proceeds to kick her out.
At least this time I can wish you well.
She did all that just for him to open up. Yeah. And she wasn't even gonna leave for real.
You have to go.
Yeah, she didn't really mean it.
And now I'm laid bad.
Exactly.
I don't want you to stay so you can stay.
So why do you think you made her leave?
See? Because she literally made him move an inch. Made him move an inch.
The bag's already packed.
Now he's gaslight talking about she wanted to leave
In the beginning,
anyway.
you were trying to convince her to stay, correct?
Exactly.
I suppose.
So what
changed?
I don't know. Like,
you know what? You know exactly why.
I guess.
See?
In what direction?
I don't understand.
What do you think?
Now he about to get mad at her.
He about to shut down. Bro's definitely about to shut down.
Yeah,
No.
he immediately that side face when you turn like this, I already knew what was going down.
Arguing with you about this. So why do you think that is?
You're asking a lot of questions.
See?
So answer
Yep, he clamming up.
Why do you think that is?
Maybe she didn't want to actually leave.
So why were her boxes packed and ready to go?
Because maybe she felt like that was the only way I would actually listen to her.
So
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why do you think she felt she needed to do that?
And she's smiling.
Because she know he knows.
Exactly.
That's what pissed me. That's what pissed me off with avoidant type people. Because they know. They always
Let
know.
her out. It was easier to let her out.
Easy?
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. What the hell are you talking about?
Get out! You won't stay with me.
No.
It's easier to pivot from being vulnerable to being defensive. Who's Ambrosia? Ron?
This dude about to crash out. Where is he?
I feel like it's either his thoughts.
This is Mind Palace. This is Mind Palace.
He's not letting anything in.
Yeah, his little Mind Palace. His Mind Palace got nothing in there. Yeah, this definitely his Mind Palace.
He hasn't figured it out yet. But he will.
No.
I guess the real question is, have you? And if you haven't yet,
Yeah. Exactly. If you haven't yet, you're a avoidant type person.
Hey y'all, that was If Not Now When. It's talking about attachment styles and stuff like that. So it's pretty good short film in my opinion.
It was I felt red, bro. I kind of felt every word that happened out of sis mouth. I felt that because I had to say that. I had to argue that. I had to scream that. Cause like, why is you doing that? Cause you know what you're doing.
Exactly.
Why is you acting like this, bro? I'm literally saying like, if you need space, ask. Please just say it. Just say it. And then you just like, no, that's not what I want. That's not what I'm asking for. You know that's what you want and that's what you ask for. Only when we want to leave the situation, when we finally just want to be free, is when you just like, oh my gosh, nah. And then you make it seem like it's our fault. Cause we just want something real and you're legitly holding us hostage. But you're gonna gaslight us to think that we're holding you hostage. Like, it's just a nasty cycle. The best thing to do is just go, just leave, just don't even
I
talk
ain't
to
gonna
them.
lie,
Even
I
if they
can understand both sides though. This is how I interpret it. I feel like one side is just like, you know, I don't know if I wanted to be serious, so don't go nowhere. No, just stay around until I get myself together and I figure out if I want to take it serious, or the other person on the other end is just like, I'm ready for you whenever, and and it's pretty much ultimately up to you whenever you decide that you want to be ready too. That's how I feel.
That's basically the definition of avoiding attachment style and anxiously attachment style.
The only reason I feel like the other person I can understand him somewhat is because you go through trauma and stuff like that, and you feel like you can't really trust people right away. You know what I'm saying? It takes time where the other person feels like they're already reached that point, and they feel like that you can be that, but you know what I'm saying? It's ultimately up to that person whenever they're ready for that. And I feel
Yeah.
like that shouldn't be forced because people are always different. You know what I'm saying? Like people go through different things, so you can't really force somebody to be a certain way when they're not used to it.
Nobody is forcing them to be that way.
That's kind of what it is though, because I feel like you saying that you don't want them to go nowhere, but at the same time you expect them to to do this and do that, but you can't really expect that because what I'm saying, they got to reach to that point. You can't really rush it.
Wait,
True.
what is you talking about?
But the I
Are you
feel like
talking about? Are you talking about him or are you talking about her?
I'm talking about him. I'm talking about
him.
him. I'm saying he's not open yet. You know what I'm saying? He got to reach
No,
that point. I feel like she was
he's
trying to rush
avoidantly
him to be
But
rush
he's
every
him
time
to be
avoidantly attached person.
every
That's
time
that's just the basis of avoid. What?
I would say every single time she tries to get him to open up or anything, he makes it look like she's the bad, like makes her feel bad and stuff on purpose.
I'm not agreeing. Yeah, and I'm not agreeing with him on that. I'm just saying he could have handled that better, but I feel like he's not at a place emotionally where he can be open to doing that right now. And I feel like
He
she try
he can.
she trying to force that out of him. You know what I'm saying?
Not forcing anything though. The way the if you feel like she was forcing him in this video, I feel like Brandon, you're kind of leaning in his mindset because all she was saying was what I was saying earlier, like because when you dating somebody, you're initially just like, okay, this is a whole new person, this is a whole new thing, this is something way new beyond me and you. So like, just like I like if we're dating, I feel like I should at least know like some stuff about you, and then all the rest of the stuff should just come naturally. But that's not works for avoidant type people. They feel like the less that you know about them, the less that you know this and that. But like when you're in a relationship, it shouldn't be less. It should be more. And I that's why I just feel like if you lean into avoidant type attachment style, you should never date anybody. In my
That's yeah,
opinion, you should
you're
never date
right, and you're right because you're not open yet. You're not ready for that to
exactly.
be able to do that. So
And the craziest thing is, avoidant type people don't go for people who are just like normal. Because if you go for, like avoidant people, if they go for normal people, it will like, okay, you're kind of weird, and they're gonna leave them alone. The reason why avoidant people go after anxious people is because they know for a fact if I be like this, it's gonna force them to want to be around me more, and it just feeds their narrative of like I can stay like this, and that's why avoidant people always go after attachment people it's a vicious cycle. It's like a predator and
No,
prey type thing.
the only reason I can say I kind of can understand his perspective a little bit is just because sometimes that trauma is real, bro. So like it's not easy for some people to get over something. So sometimes it sits with them. So they carry it into other parts of their life, But they not trying to. It's just that it's hard to let go of things. So it makes it hard for them to go on like day by day,
Then
you know what I'm
then leave them
saying?
alone. Leave people alone. If you feel like you can't open up to the one person that you should be opening up to, the one person that should be in your corner, leave people alone.
I feel like if you didn't been around people and you know what I'm saying, and you didn't dated people and people hurt you in the past and stuff, it's not as easy sometimes for people to be able to open up to the next person so quickly
That
or just
but that's
or
not
just you know what I'm saying right away. You feel me?
but that's not how people develop. Like you don't just like be a anxiously attached person with one person and be avoidant attached person with the person. The moment you first start dating, you immediately fall into like a category, or if you because once you start dating people, you already built your personality. You basically already fall into one of the categories. You already know pretty much. Oh, this is me. I'm Joseph. I'm a avoidant type person. Joseph, I'm an anxiously type person. Joseph, I'm an anxiously avoidant type person. You already have a sense of who you are once you very first date somebody. Because once you're the first person you date is exactly what, however you treat them, exactly what category you're getting tossed into.
Do you see where his point of view is a little bit, Quiz, or
I,
you don't
s-
really see
I
it?
can see, but still, you can't. Like, I feel like you still shouldn't. When you get to that avoidant part, I feel like you shouldn't be disrespectful or like
Right. I
treating
feel like he
somebody a
handled that.
certain way.
I feel like the way he handled that was bad. I feel like he could have easily just said, I'm not ready for that yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
not ready. I'm not
That's
ready
that's
for it.
opening up.
I'm not there
That's opening
emotionally
up.
yet. And I realize, you know what I'm saying? Like
but
it's
That's
ways to handle
opening
it.
up.
You feel me?
it took
That's
him
opening up though.
all. It took the whole time she knew who the girl was, though. His old best friend that he was close to. That was probably the only person he ever opened up to. But she died and passed away. So after that, he probably never
And
opened
that's
up
a
to
big
anybody.
right. And that's a big thing to carry, bro. You feel me?
No, I literally I like how y'all interpreted that scene, but I took that scene was through the basis of knowing avoidant type people and knowing anxiously attached people. Cause like if you like how he explained it is 100% a bet like the best representation of a avoidant type person. Because when he was like everybody like, and this is the perfect example, Brandon. You can go back and look at it. Literally said everybody, all his other friends, everybody, mama and daddy, even his whole family, everybody knew what was going on with her. Everybody knew that she was sick. Everybody knew this and everybody knew that. He said everybody knew she was sick. He even knew she was sick, but she didn't tell me. She didn't say this. She didn't say that, which showed that yes, she probably did tell him. She probably did try to explain it to him, but for the fact that he is a avoidant type person, he probably just shut her out. He probably just ignored her. And that's why he was like, from the moment where I ignored her to the moment that I finally was trying to let her in was already too late. She was already dead. To the point that when I saw her in her casket, she looked at like the moment where the last time I cut her off.
Dang, that is real. That is true.
Mhm.
That's what I was saying. Y'all are looking at it through like normal lenses. You need to look at it as like a avoidant type person. Like if you look and see this film, like, cause I'm an anxiously avoidant type person, I can see both of the narratives of where everybody was coming from, where he was coming from. I could perfectly
So
understand where
let
he was
me
coming
let me
from
let me
and
hear
where
let
she
me
was
hear
coming
how
from.
you
Yeah, we
let me
got.
hear how you feel. You don't think that he was, I'm not saying I know he was wrong, of course, but you don't understand him at all to know you know what I'm saying, to see where he coming from and how he feel. I said you don't feel like you can see where he coming from at all though.
No, I just said I can't. I said I could 100% understand where he came from, and I can understand
That's
where
what I was
she
saying.
came
So like
from.
it's
And
from his
that's
point
what
of
I was
view.
saying. Like that's what I was just doing. That's what I was just explaining. I was just saying that like you having trouble seeing it through a avoidant type attachment style because you're not a avoidant type person. You're trying to see it through like attachment type style, and that's why you're trying to look for the benefit of doubt. But 99% of the time, a avoiding person know exactly what they're doing. It just to them it seems like she was saying, you keep on forcing this self-righteous narrative where it have no right to be self-righteous or a narrative that you're actively making reasons to like to justify what you doing to me, and it's not right. Because that's all avoidant type people do. They make you seem like you're the problem, even though they 100% know that they're the problem. That's why the therapist kept on egging him on, and that's why he was getting upset, and that's why he was clamming. That's why when he was talking about his friend, and she like he was like everybody knew but me. He probably was the first person she probably tried to react to, but because of how he is, like he felt like that was probably too much for him, and he just cut her off until it was too late. Just like he only wanted to open up to his girlfriend right when she was ready to leave, and then once he opened up to her for the very first time, and she showed like, oh, I'm sorry, let's talk about this. He was like, no, you need to leave because he was trying to make more distance.